Hello, today we're going to do a build in public using Wizard's Toolkit, and we're going to make something similar to LinkMe or LinkTree, which are really simple apps, and with Wizard's Toolkit we can make them super quick. So here's how we're going to do it. So let's go over the goals for this video of this build in public quick links. I want to demonstrate how easy it is to set up the Wizard's Toolkit environment, define SQL tables for a LinkTree type of functionality, create user interface so users can create a quick link page for themselves, create quick link page based on user data, and that should end up looking kind of like this, but give them the option of choosing background colors or gradients and all that. Add QR functionality. Create custom URL option including Apache htaccess settings. Add advertising functionality but making it non-intrusive, and that will be for the freemium version. And then Monetize, offer a paid version with no ads. So that's what we're going to do, and I think it will be pretty easy. And we're going to start from absolute scratch, pulling down from Docker the Wizard's Toolkit. First, let me make a new directory. Alright, and now we're going to just run these directly from the Docker Hub. And this last one takes about 7.5 minutes for it to pull down everything if you haven't pulled it down previously. Now I see that I have a conflict because I have this used by a different container, so I'm going to get rid of that. There it goes. Alright. Now we have KwikLink. Alright, so I went to my local host, verified. Here we have Wizard's Toolkit fully installed. Now if we go to the database, this will fail because we haven't run that script yet. So let's go and we will run this script next. And that installs the entire MySQL database. Wizard's Toolkit also comes with a PostgreSQL database, but we're going to use MySQL, and it includes a admin@email.com for your default login. Of course, you can change that. Now we're going to set our password. And now we have everything set up. And looky there, we have a fully functioning website now with a user database, the ability to change your profile, to see reports, and everything else. Now, let's log out of this, and we'll go to the more impressive back office. And this has our DevOps dashboard and our marketing dashboard. Of course, there's no revenue yet, but it has everything you basically need, including bulk emailing and importing and everything else. We'll get to that later. In fact, here's the list of data tables that's in the database. The Docker container for Wizard's Toolkit comes with phpMyAdmin. So we'll just log in there right now. And there you see the Wiz Tools is your database. Of course, you can change the database name or anything you want. And in the WTK users is where you're going to find your admin email, as well as the server internal processing, which we set a UID of 0, so that's basically what sends out your emails and runs your cron jobs. Alright, now let's create some data tables. I'm using Atom as my IDE. It's my favorite. Website. Alright, and let's do the icon. Alright, right, so what this table will be, this will be for social websites like Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, and this will include the HTML for the icon with the proper coloring and all that. We don't really need an index. This will be a parent table. I'm not going to bore you with creating all the other data tables. I did it. It took me less than half an hour to define them all, get the constraints all set up. Let's see, I see that here I added 120 characters. Let's use that. And I use Atom, which allows me to do things like CT, and then it will create the table. They call it a snippet. Make sure that you're using macros or snippets or whatever your development tool chest has to make your coding as fast and efficient as possible. All right, so the social sites is going to be a parent table. The user links will be a child table, a many-to-many, that will link the user table with the social sites table. And this will be the person's individualized link. And priority will allow them to drag and drop to choose the order of their social links. And here's the constraints. And then for user websites, these are for websites that aren't one of the social media websites, maybe your portfolio, maybe your homepage, whatever you want. You can have as many links in there. Let me show you what I am using for mine. Here is, this is what I originally created as my own personal LinkTree type thing. And here's the social media links. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this data driven. This is a static file. And we're going to make this data driven and build it into our KwikLink website. So I wanted to have the name of websites, a short description of the websites, and of course a link, so when you click on it, it opens up the website. So we're going to basically build this as our version of LinkTree. All right. And I realized that I needed to increase the size of the title. Wizards Toolkit comes with a great database, but it's open source, so change it as you need. And for this KwikLink project, I wanted to have a title more than 40 characters. So here I am altering it to 120, and then I added the custom columns that we're going to want. Because we might want to say, okay, give people the option to say whether they want to show their email address or not. Show their locale. This will determine this, whether this shows or not. And then we're going to have a show address book feature. And that will be the address link. And that will create a VCF file so that if people click this, it will ask them if they want to install it into their contact list. It works both on Android and iOS. And then this will allow people to choose their background color, gradient. If they want to have a gradient, then we'll allow them to choose 2 background colors and allow them to upload a background image if they want it. All right, now let's run this in phpMyAdmin. Okay. And now we see here are our new tables. Subscribe for more on the business of programming.